Last week we read in the Parsha how Avram Avinu passed away at the age of 175 years. B'seva Tova, in a good old age. And the Torah tells us that Yitzchak and Yishmael, his sons, buried him. So Rashi cites Chazal that since Yishmael accorded the proper respect to Yitzchak, although Yishmael was older, that was an indication, She'osa Tshuva, that Yishmael did Tshuva before his father, before Avram Avinu passed away. So the Seva Tova of Avram Avinu was that he saw Yishmael do Tshuva in his life. And then the Torah tells us he passed away at the age of 175 years. But factually, Avram did not pass away until Yaakov and Esav were 13 years old, or maybe 15 years old. There's a question. And yet the Torah tells us that he had passed away before he actually passed away, and Yishmael and Yitzchak and Yishmael buried him. If actually he did not pass away at that time, what does the Torah say? He passed away. Chazal tell us there's a principle, Maisa Ovesim Gabonim, that the actions of the patriarchs, it's an indication forecasting the future. Since they themselves are the founders of Klal Yisrael, what they had done in their own lives, they set a dynamic which manifests itself in us. For instance, the Chazal tell us, Avram Yored Limitzrayim. Avram went to Egypt. We went to Egypt. Avram ascended with great wealth. We will ascend. We ascended with great wealth when we left Egypt. Achrei Yotz B'Chush Godol went out with great wealth. And there are many such parallels. Masav Sibilabonim, that the Ovos HaKadoshim, what they did in their lives, being the founding fathers, what they said in with their own lives, this forecasts the future. The Ovos HaKadoshim, the Gemara tells us, every Jew has certain inborn characteristics. Rachmonim, Baishonim, Gomli Chasodim. Jews have compassion, they have conscience, they have shame, and they do acts of chesed. This is because these were the characteristics of the Ovos HaKadoshim. When does an Av cease to be an Av? That he no longer contributes to Klal Yisrael. A patriarch, an Av cannot be an Av unless there's a name, unless there's a matriarch. As long as Yitzchak was single, did not marry, the Av of Klal Yisrael was Avram Avinu. The moment he married Rivka, so who ascended to be the Av? Yitzchak is the Av. Rivka is the aim, as it says. When she entered into the tent, everything was restored. The Ner Doluk, the continuous candle that burnt, Brocha Be'isa, there was blessing in the bread, there was Onon Kosher al oil, there was a cloud always over the tent. Everything was exactly as it was before. Why? That was a confirmation that Rivka Imenu, she assumed the status of aim. Now Avram Avinu, of course, what he does, he's that special person. But in terms of a contributor to Klal Yisrael, what he contributes, he's no longer contributing. Whatever he was meant to contribute, he contributed already. So therefore, for all intents and purposes, versus Klal Yisrael, his life has no relevance any longer. Therefore, since now there's a new era, the era of Yitzchak and Rivka being the secondary Av and aim of Klal Yisrael, the Torah tells us Avram passed away. Although he passed away years later, it doesn't make a difference. But in terms on the scene versus Klal Yisrael's destiny, he no longer has any relevance. Therefore, the Torah tells us, Vayomas Vayigva Avram, he passed away at the age of 175, and Yitzchak and Yishmael had buried him.